this video, we're going to be looking at two different hooks that have been sharpened after production, one from Gardner and one from Korda, and see how they compare. The comparison will be done with a couple of different methods, one of which will be a 4.5 magnification under a dissecting microscope. I used an external light source in an attempt to get the best possible image so you could really see the detail of the hook points. On the top we have the Korda Krank, and on the bottom the Gardner Mugga. As you can see, there's a little bit of waxy coating left on the crank from the protective cap. Here's the side view of the same hooks. As you can see, the crank looks considerably sharper from the side than it did from the front, and the Mugga looks pretty similar. Here we go with the thumbnail test. Starting off with the crank. You can see it does hang up, but it also does not hang up as well as I would have expected. It slides easier on most of the tests than sharpened hooks that I sharpen myself. Here we go with the Mugga. Does hang up better than the crank, but you can see there are times when it does slide as well. Both of these hooks, to my estimation, looked very good underneath the microscope, so I would be interested to see what one of the hooks that I've sharpened that hangs up, what I feel like all the time on my thumbnail, actually looks like. I'll move it down, try it again with the crank. As you can see, it slides pretty much right across my thumbnail. It's worth bearing in mind that I was extremely careful to apply very minimal pressure to the hook, like I always do when I'm testing my hooks while I'm fishing, and to try and not bias it at all in one way or the other. I attempted to make it as even as possible for both hooks. And as you can see, I repeated it multiple times so you can judge for yourself how many times it hangs up. When I tilt it at an angle like this, you can notice it does hang up better. But when it's flat, not so much. Both hooks seemed extremely sharp out of the package when I just was handling them, but the thumbnail test is the way I find it most reliable to tell how sharp the hook actually is. Even a dull hook will stick in your hand. Overall, in the thumbnail test, the Mugga fared fairly better, pictured here in inverted color so you can see it a little bit easier, than the crank did. My only guess is that the Mugga was honed more to a point in all directions, where the crank was only honed from one. This is the side of the crank. As you can see, it looks quite sharp. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll come back and check out more videos. If you got any suggestions about hooks I should compare, please let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to get them out. Thanks for watching.